Hi guys, it's Sarah. I'm here with Cocoa Runners and I am going to show you how to make an amazing chocolate mousse with just 2 ingredients using the 63% cooking chocolate from Cocoa Runners. Now, what's amazing about this recipe is there's 2 ingredients. Number 1 is the chocolate and number 2 is the water. It really allows the flavour of the chocolate to shine. Oh, and also it's vegan, so you make everyone happy. Prepare everything. You need to be ready. You need to have your big bowl full of ice and water, your bowl with the chocolate buttons weighed out, your whisk to hand, your water measured out in a saucepan, ready to boil, and your glasses. I've got a spoon, I've got a spatula, so it's time. Boil your water. Right, my water's just come to the boil, and now I'm going to pour it over my chocolate. Now you're just going to stir this with the whisk. What you want to do is just melt the chocolate, and at this point we're just making a water ganache, a water-based ganache. We're melting the chocolate in the water. Now, because we're using a lot more water than the amount of water that would seize chocolate, it makes a syrup with the sugar and doesn't go grainy. Now, as soon as this chocolate is melted, we're going to start whisking. Right. Chocolate has melted into the ice bath. And at this point, we just start whisking. What we need to do is keep on whisking over the ice. Now what this does is it cools it down, and as you're cooling the chocolate down, the solid fat is cooling down. It's cooling down into a solid and it's trapping air, which is what makes our mousse. So we've made an emulsion basically between the fats in the chocolate and the water and the sugar. And as the fat cools, it traps the air bubbles and it thickens. The key is here to know when to take it out. It's a bit like when you whip cream, you don't want to go too far. Now, you might find, as it cools, if you do take it too far, it's not a problem, because all you need to do is remelt it. So you could either put it in a bain-marie in this bowl as it is, or you could tip it back into the saucepan and just melt it down, just until it's turned back into ganache. And then you can return it to the bowl and repeat the whisking process. Now it's starting to cool and thicken, and you have to watch out and take it off kind of just before it's at the perfect point, because it will keep on chilling. And you can tell when it's getting to the perfect point. When you lift the whisk out, you get almost a ribbon of chocolate left on the top. It's slightly lighter in colour than it was. You start to see the whisk drag mark through the mousse now. It's no longer ganache, it's mousse. Now what happens is if you take it too far, it becomes grainy, and you don't want that, and it's going to go too far if I keep it in there any longer, so I'm taking it out. And you can see it's kind of like dropping consistency. You know, it's leaving ribbons. So now it's time to decant. It's now a little bit thicker than it was, but it's just perfect now. There we go. Ta-da! I like to serve mine with creme fraiche, which unfortunately makes it not vegan, and a little bit of salt.